morning. This morning we are going to read a poem by Yeats. It's a very short poem, but probably it's one of the best poems by Yeats. And the poem was supposed to be about politics, the political situation in Ireland. But while he was doing the poem, all the political theme get out of it. Instead, there is a very strange theme set in instead, and it's a big poem. It's about the human history, the whole history, and I think this poem has some relationship with the next topic we are going to do. And the next week we are going to do is the topic we are going to do is about the poem about eroticism. So the topic is writing the erotic. And today's topic is what? It's shadow, right? So first we are going to read the poem, and then we'll go to the poems. Mostly the poems about shadow. The poems were written by you, and we are going to other poems also. And let's look at the poem background, Leda and Swan. Okay. You see a lady here, Leda. Leda and Swan. The Leda and Swan is a story and subject in art from Greek mythology, in which god Zeus, in the form of a swan, seduces or rapes Leda. In the poem, the god attacks. The god in the form of a swan attacks a woman, Leda, right? According to later Greek mythology, Leda bore Helen and Polydeuces, children of Zeus, while at the same time bearing Castor and Clytemnestra, children of a husband, Tyndareus, the king of Sparta. In the WBH's version, it is subtly suggested that Clytemnestra, although being the daughter of Tyndareus, has somehow been traumatized by what the swan has done to her mother. According to many versions of the story, Zeus took the form of swan and raped Leda on the same night she slept with her husband king, Tyndareus. In some versions, she laid 2 eggs from which the children hatched. Okay? So many artists deal with the subject, right? So this is the painting. Maybe we can, there's another work, right? This is the marble statue made in Roman. This is a bird, swan. The bird is too small, right? Okay. Maybe there is another. Okay, this one. There is another one. Where's the bird? Here, right? Okay. And here, the bird is very small here. There is another one. This one is this work was done by Paul Cézanne, right? Okay, that's it. So let's go to the Yeats' version. Okay, Leda and the Swan. A sudden blow, great wings beating still above the staggering girl. Her thighs grasped by the dark webs, her nape caught in his bill. He holds her helpless breast upon his breast. How can those terrified, vague fingers push the feathered glory from her loosening thighs? And how can body, laid in that rush, but feel the strange heart beating where it lies? A shudder in the loins engenders there the broken wall, the burning roof and tower, and Agamemnon dead. Being so caught up, so mastered by the blood of the air, did she put on his knowledge with his power before the indifferent beak could let her drop? In the first stanza, the first line, in the first line, a sudden blow, colon, is not a sentence, right? Suddenly, a sudden blow. This is what? A kind of imitation of what is happening. Bird flew down and attacked the woman. Sudden blow, right? So, a sudden blow, colon. The great wings beating still above the staggering girl, her thighs grasped by the dark webs, her nape caught in his bill. Where is the verb? He, right? He holds a helpless breast upon his breast. So the woman has no idea what is happening to her. He's very confused, right? And frightened. So the great wings beating still above the staggering girl, her thighs grasped by the dark webs, her nape caught his bill, and then subject. He holds a helpless breast upon his breast. And the form is what? How many stanzas are there here? Actually, there are 3 stanzas, right? Third stanza is divided into 2 parts, of course, but each stanza, the stanza 1 has 4 lines, stanza 2, 4 lines, and third stanza, final stanza, has how many? How many lines? 6 lines. 6 lines, right? And look at the rhyme scheme, right? Still, crest, bill, breast. A, B, right? Still, breast, bill, breast. In stanza 2, pushed thighs, rush thighs. A, B, right? A, B, B, C, right? And their tower dead, up, air, power, drop. Their tower dead, up, air, power, drop. Being so caught up, the air, power, drop. And also, if you read the lines, you feel the strong movement, right? The sudden blow, the great wings beating still above the staggering girl, her thighs grasped. A very powerful rhythm, right? By the dark webs, her nape caught in his bill, he holds a helpless breath upon his breast. How can those vague fingers, those terrified vague fingers, push the feathered glory from her loosening thighs? Look at this. In stanza 2, how many questions? 2 questions, right? Right. Questions, right? How can those terrified fingers push? Also, how can body but feel the strange heart? And also, the final sentence in the final 3rd line, it also is a question, right? The poem ends with a question. Have you seen a poem that ends with a question? Not usually, right? Question. So this kind of question is what? The question does not ask you to answer. It's for an emphasis. We call it rhetorical question. Rhetorical question, right? So, how can those terrified vague fingers push the feathered glory from her loosening thighs? Okay, in this question, how can those terrified vague fingers, whose fingers are they? Whose fingers are they? The reader's fingers or the swan's fingers? Swans? Okay. You think swan's fingers, but a famous critic, American scholar, he claimed that the vague fingers, are those of swans. Interesting, right? Right. How can those terrified vague fingers push the feathered glory from her loosening thighs? Also, the feathered glory push. How can those fingers push the feathered glory from a loosening thigh? Feathered glory, what is it? Feathered glory. Of course, it's this one, right? Feathered glory. And also specifically, okay, specific, clearly, it means what? Feathered glory, you can guess, and from her loosening thighs. Why? Why is our thighs loosening? Instinctual, right? Right. How can the body laid in the rush but feel the strange heart beating where it lies? And in the final stanza, a shudder in the loins. Okay, just as in the first stanza, a sudden blow. It begins with a phrase, preposition phrase, a shudder in the loins, a shudder in the loins. Engenders there, makes, right, creates there, the broken world, the burning roof and tower, and the Agamemnon dead. Very strange. What does it say? Certainly, this is a depiction of the sexual act, right? And also, it is depiction of what? A historical fact, right? Right? The broken wall, the burning roof and tower, and Agamemnon dead. Agamemnon is the one, the general. He was killed, right? Being so caught up, so meshed by the blood of the air, did she put in its knowledge with its power before the indifferent beak could let her drop? Actually, this poem is about what? This poem is the declaration of the new age, the declaration of the coming of a new age. Yeats thought that history is repeated. History repeats itself, and every 2000 there is a new beginning. So, so there is this is kind of an annunciation, right? So a big poem about Hugh's subject, theme, right? Okay, do you like the poem? Okay, now let's go to the poems you have done here, right? I got a lot of poems here, and Kim Hyun-jun? Kim Hyun-jun is not here? Kim Hyun-jun. Party Night, it's about shadow, right? It feels like a perfect night. I dressed up like DiCaprio. I look around for my pair to fall in love with. This place is too crowded, but there are too many cool ladies. My eyes glitter like diamonds. I smell something special. Kim Hyun-jun is not here, right? I'd like to ask some questions, right? But he's not here. And the author is Ichani. Okay. Glittering boy. There was a boy. He was different from other boys. He thought the difference is his inferiority. Inferiority is from the strong snow, and he thought it's awkward. Actually, it's awesome. The difference is not his inferiority, but his specialty. There was a boy. The boy should have known that he is very special in the world. Kim Son-man, candy thief, right? You can guess, right? When I was a kid, there was a supermarket in front of my house. There were many things to eat. I hovered around the supermarket like a mouse. Beautiful, like a mouse, hovered around the supermarket. Grape-flavored candies. I want to eat the candy, but I don't have enough money. So I quietly stole the candy. I was afraid to eat the candy. It's an imagination or a real thing happened to you? Really happened? Okay. It doesn't matter, right? Okay. 나윤조. 나윤조? Oh, no. Okay. 2 poems. Read. After a quarrel with my brother, I pushed him out of window in my mind place. Not actually. It didn't happen actually, but it's an imagination. He dangles at the window, crying and begging in tears not to kill him. His right hand tries to hold on to the world desperately, stripping his finger off one by one. He screams, and then there is the sound of crash. Under my eyes, there lies one man who is colored red without breathing. Nayanji is not here. I'd like to ask a question. If his brother is still alive, right? Okay, and another poem by Nayanju. What I will be. I'll be the lord of money empire. Everybody looks up at me. They work for me and dance for me. They cook for me and die for me. I will crush all the losers and just meditate under the cliff. People try to scale, but I kick them under there to the endless abyss. I'm the lord of this empire. A very strange lady, right? 나원진? Okay. Apple. How many apples can I give you? There's no way I can give one to you unless you walk with me. So what? Is it temptation? Okay. 김지연. 김지연. Mask. Mask. I have several masks. The first mask is kindness. The second mask is vivacity. The third mask is passion. I put a mask in public, then I become a great person. But actually, I'm not. I always put on a mask. Sometimes I even deceive myself with masks. Right, right. How many masks do you have? I don't have none. I don't have any? You have many, right? Actually, I have many masks. Relationship. 변지원. You got 2, okay? Okay. Relationship. Sometimes I love you, but sometimes I don't. Just because I don't want to be alone. I need someone to contact with. Someone who can share my worries, someone who can eat delicious things with me, someone who can go where I wanted to go. That's it, just because I don't want to be alone. Don't show it to your friend, right? Okay, and another poem, time. Time flies. It wasn't long ago that it was cold, but very short spring passed us. And half the year while it's gone, days of the week come every week, and the dates are gone forever. Once they pass, it won't be far from the finals, summer vacation. And before we know this, it'll be year 2015. I should make every day memorable, not just letting time flow away, but by living every moment as it never comes back. And the poet is Shinjia. Okay. Sometimes. You are very important to me, so I want to tell you everything I think about except one thing. That sometimes I hate you very much. So I even want to kill you because I love you too much. You won't see my dilemmas forever. Okay, don't show your friend, right? Okay, another poem by you. Photographs. As time goes by, the lovely moments are gone, even though you want to hold them tight. So we take photos. They will make you grasp the image you love, so the time you think wonderful will stay there forever. From 고양이? From 고양이? Your nickname, right? 김수현. 김수현? Not here? Okay. 세월호. 세월호. Silence. Silence. Okay. Darkness fades, everything shakes, and silence comes. 이찬이? Their dreams. Okay, this is about the fairy Sewell. I dreamed a dream. There appeared a boy, and he said, I wanted to be a firefighter, rescuing people. But I can't, I'm deep in the sea. There appeared a girl, and she said, I want to be a pilot flying over the sky. But I'm sunken under the sea. I believe that their dreams are not sunken and can be a piece of light, float over the seawater, be shown to their sincerely missing parents, fly over the holy ground, then rise up to the calm night sky and finally be a twinkling star in the sky. Okay, beautiful. Good. 성육이요? You got two okays. Bitterness. I often think where I went wrong, why I had the bitterness, and why I still miss you. I didn't want to accept the fact that I hadn't completely erased you from my memory. I heard that you found someone, definitely he is better than me, and I have a girl who believed me. Like this, we have broken up. Sometimes I think how I still miss you and the time we loved. Someday. I understand more adversities will come if I will try hard to work it out. I'll be closer to enlightenment than I've ever been before. I understand that so much misunderstanding will lead to doubt. Nevertheless, if I'll reach out to take your hand, we'll be closer than we've ever been before. 좋은지? Seesaw. Oh, you got two, okay. I want to be a person like a seesaw. I want to be a person who can adjust the balance of society and people. I want to be a person like a seesaw that can maintain the balance. Another point, block the way. When I turn my body to the left, the person who turns his body to the left, then left, right, then right, we block each other's way. Then we smile, feeling a little shyness. Okay. 최민성? Oh, you got two okays. The shepherd dog. I see his eyes glowing in the dark, waiting for the prey in dead silence. He feels the prey and he feels the gray land trembling with his hidden sharp claws. I hear his breath panting in the mist, growling for his victory in pursuit. He craves for strength, the power to control. He became ambitious, an ambitious shepherd dog, following the flock of sheep in the green meadow with cloudless light blue sky. His master's ringing bell, calling for dinner, waked him up, scattered his ambition, and became a shepherd dog following the flock of sheep. Very beautiful, right? The shepherd dog is daydreaming. Suddenly he wakes up. Very beautiful. Okay, dramatic point, right? And another point by 최민성, growth. Many things change, but many things stay the same. The problem is I don't know what has changed and what should be changed. I don't know what has stayed the same and what shouldn't be the same. I'm a grown man, but a child inside. I'm a young boy, but an old man inside. Good, very witty. I don't think about anything because I don't think about anything. So I think that I don't think about anything. I think about something, but I don't think about anything. Nonsense point. Nonsense point. Hey, very good, right? Witty. 김여정? 김여정? I can read it. Today I will pick shadow. Okay. Today I will pick a flower. Flowers wither away as time goes by, so I must keep the beauty of flower. The flower, the beautiful flower looks at me. The flower's eyes brim with tears. The eyes seem to say that today I picked the flower. Red blood came out from the floor. Her closed eyes seem to be peaceful. I help her keep eternal beauty. Oh, you're going to pick it up. 조소리? 조소리? Pigeon. As it walks cheerfully, goes back and forth, the small head we admire. The street's best environmentalist, eating up all the leftovers, even what the cleaners can't clean. Witty, right? Pigeon. And another one, 좋은지? Stream. If you follow the long stream, you could see fireflies emitting bright light. If you follow the long stream, you could hear the song of birds. If you follow the long stream, you could smell the freshly cooked rice. The sense that you haven't experienced in a city would be there waiting for you. 좋은지? Beautiful. 좋은지? Okay. 정지야? Okay. Dream. I imagine you and me together, and the imagination leads to a sweet dream, and the sweet dream of you and me together walking with hands held, together eating with eyes on each other, together lying down on a sunny day. Scenes keep changing, and the flow is ridiculous, and I just smile as you are the one always beside me. I just smile until I wake up in my room alone. Okay. 강동현? Hurry up, my sister, or the moon will sink. Climb up the ladder quick. It's rotting from the bottom. I can read it. Diffuses into the night, and the world tilts so much that I'd say, dear, the earth is so gray tonight, hanging on to a dangling baobab. I smile and let go, free falling with no ground to land, or is it? Okay. 반제이. First try. It was best of time, it was first of time. She hoped that I would stole the spotlight and pushed me to stand on stage. I jostled along through the crowd and waited for my turn. Hands were trembling as if my phone rang. My head was mixed up. I tried to get rid of useless thoughts in my head. I tried to get rid of distracting thoughts in my head. When I stood up and went on stage, hands were still trembling as if my phone rang. As I saw the audience, my lips trembled, my voice shook. Stage fright, right? 이찬희? Fallen flower. Once there was a beautiful flower that bloomed on the mountain. It bloomed slowly and quietly. Suddenly a playful storm, who didn't know anything, bumped into the flower. Then the flower was frightened, resisting the wind, not hiding behind anything. Finally it fell down, crying, screaming for the happiness of the past. Okay, did you like it? Oh, there's two more. 권순이? Oh, the same one, I think. And 임호수? 임호수? Mean. It's the second summer on campus. At last I can wear my sunglasses. I like to wear those in summer, which makes me feel like a rock star. But in reality, my schoolmates are just saying I look like a blind. Really? Okay, let's take a 10 minutes break. Thank you.